A girl spat on the window pane and then lifted her shirt to spread it around. However, the dark atmosphere outside compelled her to call out loudly for her companions, but her loud voice went unanswered. She then began to survey her surroundings. With no rescue in sight, she decided to rely on herself. During this time, a window on the opposite side caught her attention. Through the glass, she saw an employee busy with some task. As if she had found a lifeline, she began to make noises to attract attention. Finally, the employee noticed the trapped girl. But after a conversation, it became clear that they were facing the same situation, which left the girl disheartened. She noticed that the wall was also covered with a dense layer of condensation, and hot air was continuously coming from the ventilation, raising the temperature to around 40 degrees Celsius. Subconsciously, she began to find it hard to breathe and started unbuttoning her shirt until she was only in her inner vest. But even this did not provide any relief, and gradually, the cabin's temperature reached 50 degrees Celsius. The girl knew that if this situation continued, she would soon burn to death. She again went to the window and begged the employee to open the cabin door, but the employee refused to rescue her in that situation. Instead, he explained that there was a significant pressure difference between the two cabins, and if not handled correctly, both their lives could be at risk. Thus, the pressure in the girl's cabin needed to be increased, and only after achieving balance could the door be opened. The employee instructed her to hold her breath and wait for a few minutes. Soon, the girl began to feel uncomfortable. As the cabin pressure increased, symptoms like dizziness and ear popping started to occur. She tried to stay calm, but couldn't control the discomfort in her body. The pain in her ears became unbearable. Just then, the employee's voice, sounding like heavenly music, told her that the pressure between the two cabins had balanced. The girl tried to open the valve, but due to the increasing heat and recent distress, she was almost fainting and didn't have the strength left to open the door. When this attempt failed, she picked up a wooden stick nearby and started hitting the valve continuously, causing it to loosen. Truly, all difficulties seem like paper tigers in the face of a person's will to survive. When the girl opened the valve, the employee immediately grabbed her hand and pulled her inside. As soon as she entered, the girl took a water bottle and began drinking water. If there had been any further delay, she would have burned to death. Once everything calmed down, she realized that she had just moved from one closed space to another. Then, the three of them shared their information with each other. Based on the girl's information, a man realized that the situation was dire as all disasters were caused by an external fire. Now, they only had the option to wait, but the oxygen there was not sufficient for 3 people, and they could soon die. The girl tried to open the nearby safety passage, but the employee stopped her, as doing so could cause the fire outside to mix with the remaining oxygen inside and become even more ferocious. At that moment, the girl remembered something and began to stare at the adjacent cabin as it was her last hope. But she wanted to use this route only as a last resort. Soon, however, her breathing became rapid, and she realized that the oxygen was running out. As the 2 men rested, she quietly started to implement her plan. For the next part, like the video so the next part can come soon, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified.